Welcome back, everyone. Well, it's not the day 6 of the State Fair that we were looking forward to, but let's get back out to AJ and Joseph, who are tracking this morning's storms, because it's not the one that we were looking forward to, but it's the one that we got, and everyone seems to be making the most of it, guys.
It's true.
Yeah.
That's key right there.
That's the spirit right there, Pauline.
Yeah.
Everyone is making the most of it. Now, Joseph, we've been at the fair for, I don't know, about an hour and a half now?
Yeah.
And how many trucks like this would you say that we've seen continuing to make their way around the fairgrounds?
Okay, we've seen a handful of these going on, and they're all, I haven't seen one empty truck yet. They have all been full of debris because they've been working hard.
And it's been funny, too, because we've been speaking with people who are actually doing some of the cleanup. They're actually working in the greenhouse, and they were telling us that in all of the years that they've been here, because, again, the Minnesota State Fair, it's a state tradition, they were saying that even all the years they've been here, they can't recall a time that it's ever been delayed when it comes to the opening, too.
Yeah, that seems to be the tune. Cheryl was one of them.
Yeah.
She's full of debris in her hands right now. She's got the gloves on, but they've been working at this since 7 a.m.
Yeah.
One of them in the crew has been out here since 6 a.m.
I mean, imagine you come out to the state fair thinking, hey, we're going to have a great day, banner day. I'm looking at your forecast, and all of a sudden I see, wait a second, we've got some issues. You show up here in the pouring rain, and you see all the damage here, on top of the damage from last night, too.
Yeah, it was a double dose. And a lot of the vendors here said it was this morning that really wrapped up. I mean, I think yesterday we had that gust of wind, we had that severe weather come through, maybe messed things up a bit, maybe loosened some other things up, and I think this morning really was the big blow. So the combination of the two is just not nice.
What's been so interesting, though, and I'm not sure if maybe it's just a Minnesota thing, but I have not seen anyone in a bad mood yet. Everyone, and I'm dead serious. I'm not. Everyone has been positive.
Yeah.
Everyone has been saying, you know what, we'll just make the most of it. Everyone has been trying to help one another. We're talking different vendors who are competing against each other. Say, you know what, let me help you. Oh, you need some help with that? Let me help you with that. That's what it is. That's what it's all about. And it's great to see.
It is great to see. Yeah, they had a party of 8 cleaning up. All there is that you want to go sit and you want things to be nice. They're firing up. They're going to go to the next spot here. But
hey, thank you guys. We appreciate you guys. So, they're getting ready to make their way to another spot because, again, it's not just one spot at the fair that had damage. It was throughout. The west end, the main entrance over by the media entrance. We saw damage really all over the place.
Yeah, and they're doing a really good job. I mean, it almost looks like there wasn't any damage at this point. So they're really helping things out. Yeah.
They're doing a great job.
Let's check in with AJ and Joseph, who are tracking this morning's storms, and you've made a new friend.
And a new friend, Pauline. Okay, so I don't want to minimize the damage that's been out here already. They've done a lot of work, but a lot of the leftovers have been kind of just debris and branches like this broken. But then there's some larger things that still need to be accomplished. Yeah,
so we want to bring in Rich. Rich is with Rainbow Midwest, these play sets here. Rich, you've had quite the evening morning, sir.
Oh, yeah.
I'm looking behind us here. Where do you even start when it comes to taking down this play set and picking it all together, putting it all together?
Well, we'll just take off the stuff that we need to take off, and we'll just pick it back up and set it back up.
You were saying before, have you ever in your time, because you said you've been coming out here, what, 30 years?
Yeah, 28, 30 years.
28, 30 years. Have you ever had anything like this where the wind is so strong? Because, Joseph, you said before it was 60, 70 mile wind per hour gusts. Have you ever seen anything like this before that's happened?
Never. It's never happened to us before. This is the first time. As I was laying in bed this morning wondering what kind of damage we had at the fair, I was thinking, God, I hope we don't have anything. Then my neighbor over here, the butterfly guy, I get a text from him. He says, you better get your guys out here to take care of this problem. So it was kind of alarming this morning.
You first get out here, you actually see it for yourself. What's going through your head when you actually, if you can verbalize it, if you can't, leave those out. But what went through your head when you see the damage here, the devastation here?
Well, it's pretty simple for us to take care of because we know what it's going to take. So it's not that bad. Just a little strength, a little arm muscle.
You know, the thing is, too, kids love, I've said it before, I told you before.
It's a good spot to be.
This is a great spot to be because kids, they can actually run out their energy. They can play here. It's a great play area, but they're not going to be playing on this set today.
Oh, not right now anyway.
How long will it take you? Because hold on, you got your tools out.
Oh, yeah.
Show us the tools, Rich, he's like, I'm bringing the tool with me.
We saw Rich come out from the tent, and he had this big bag, this big white sack, and he just set it down, pull it out, and he's ready to go. So how long will it take you and your crew to disassemble this? Because you got to walk us through the process. You have to disassemble it, and then you put it
back together
again?
Yep. We'll take off the heavy stuff, and we'll pick it up and put it back together.
How long do you think that'll take you?
Maybe an hour.
This will take you an hour?
Yeah, maybe an hour.
With your crew,
Pro.
not just yourself.
That's the pro.
Just me and my son over here.
Yeah. Pro.
That's impressive.
He was mentioning that some of these could be up to about 1,200 pounds. So I mean,
that's more. That's just the base of them, probably.
yeah. So it takes some real effort. That just shows you how strong that the wind was.
So, well, Rich, we appreciate your time. Thank
All
you
right.
so much, and I wish you the best. And thank you for getting it back together as quickly as possible, you and your son. So, Pauline, again, this is just part of the story that we're telling here at the fair. The damage, the devastation, but also he's in a great mood. He said, it's going to take me an hour. We're going to get back to go and
Put it back
we're
up.
ready to go.
Yeah.
We're ready to go. So we're having a good time out here. We're making the best of the situation.
Good, and I also have a couple more updates to pass along to our viewers and to you guys too. If anyone's taking the park and ride lots, the Metro Transit buses to the fairgrounds, they have resumed service, so they're up and running. But the Mighty Midway, the Kidway, Adventure Park, they remain closed until further notice. Unfortunately, those rides are such a big part of the fair, but we're going to have to wait just a little bit longer to enjoy the fun over there because the cleanup really continues over there, guys.
Yeah, the cleanup continues. It's funny you just mentioned the kid rides and whatnot. So we're actually right by the Kidway over here. I've actually seen them testing some of the rides over here. So they're starting to test them and drying them out because I've seen some workers over here right now. They've got the rags up. They got to dry these things down because of so much rain.
Oh
last
yeah,
night,
half
too.
an inch of rain plus, and it's okay though. It's okay because the best part of the day is still coming up as far as the weather goes. So
The best is still to come, baby. The best is still to come. We'll send it back to you in the studio, Pauline.
All right, guys, thank you very much. Let's go ahead and check in with AJ and Joseph, who have made it to the Kidway. As we just reported, the Kidway, along with the Mighty Midway and Adventure Park, still closed this morning because of those storms, guys. Are you guys seeing any damage out there?
yeah.
Yep. So actually, I'm glad that's a great question you asked, Pauline. So it's a miracle that there was no damage here at the Kidway.
Yeah,
we
seems
actually
good.
Yeah, we actually had a chance to speak with two people here at the Kidway, and they said that there was no damage. They were spared. The one thing that they're waiting on right now is to get the okay from the Minnesota State Fair. That way they can actually open.
And then it's going to fill up. It's going to be quick. I mean, they're just kind of brushing some leaves and kind of washing things down. But yeah, no damage, and that's what we like to hear.
You know, it's crazy, too, because we are literally right across the street from the Rainbow Playground area, and that is a spot that got hit. But meanwhile, over here, everything's fine. They're just doing some testing of the rides. We saw them drying down some of the rides, too. But it looks like they're pretty much good to go over here.
Yeah. I think a majority of this area was just a lot of rain. I mean, they're literally cleaning out the ticket booths right now.
Right now, yeah.
Where you get the tickets, it's a machine. You have to open it up, and there was water inside of that as well. So as you can probably see some of the video. So you actually had water seeping into everything. So we had a good 2 inches of rain. I mean, it was just a soaker.
And let's go back out to AJ and Joseph, because I say the win for today is just the State Fair opening and getting things back up and running as quickly as it sounds like it has, guys.
Yeah. Yeah, you're not wrong, Pauline. Like, really, the workers here are the heroes today to make sure that the State Fair is open
Continues
and
to
running.
go.
I know it was open 2 hours late, but still, the fact they were able to get it done with all the damage, it's been pretty much incredible. Now, we also have to bring in someone who joins us now.
Jasmine.
The one and only, Carpe Diem, Jasmine Stringer herself. It is great to see you.
It's so good to be here. I tell you, I persevered.
It took some work. It took some work.
Tell us about, so you took the bus here. Tell us about your journey to get to the State Fair.
Yeah, so we typically park at the, Park and Ride at the University of Minnesota, get to ride those lovely, comfortable, air-conditioned
Convenient.
shuttle buses,
Yeah.
free parking, bingo bango, but with the delay, we were on a hold.
So how long did it take you to get here?
So I was looking at my watch from when I was texting with Aaron, and I think I pulled into the parking lot around 8:15, and then I got here 15 minutes ago. Yeah.
So it took you some time, but everyone was in a good mood though, weren't they?
Oh,
Still
oh my
happy,
God.
spirit.
Nobody was complaining.
Yeah.
One lady was like, I'm just going to get off the bus and stretch my legs.
Yeah.
Talk to people. We were talking about the new foods people were ready to try. I met a nice gentleman sitting behind me. I felt so bad. My chair kept leaning in him. He's like, I'm here to volunteer with the Geological Society. I'm like, rocks?
Yeah.
At the State Fair?
Yeah.
Who?
Everything.
And then the funny thing is, he was like, yeah, that was my second volunteer choice. I was like, volunteer spots get filled at the State Fair. Note to self.
Okay, now hold on. You mentioned something very important. You mentioned food. Now we have to mention you are a winner at the state fair. You won for your pickles. Tell us about these pickles.
So this is the sampling jar. This is why it looks this way. But, this is our third year entering the Minnesota State Fair, our second year winning a ribbon. Last year I said, I'm so glad we did the segment because I got that feedback, took it to heart, left the skin on the cucumbers, made them a little thicker, and we won. It's second place.
Who doesn't want to wear the ribbon?
So it's
Who
only
doesn't want to wear the ribbon?
time before I get a blue ribbon, right?
Can we try?
Yeah.
Did you bring a fork by any chance too? Okay.
My pocket is clean too.
Okay.
It's a traveling fork. It came with the bus.
Are these sweet pickles? Are they? Oh, they're sweet pickles. Okay.
Grab one.
Okay, here we go.
I need to try this.
I mean, think about tuna fish, barbecue.
No. Eat these
fried
pickles.
chicken.
Eat these pickles by themselves.
Yeah.
These pickles.
You can just pop these in.
pop.
Okay, good.
Hey, it's like Pringles. Once you pop, you can't stop. I'm good.
Yeah.
It's sweet. It's vinegary.
All of us are good.
I'll take one more. I'm
I'm gonna tell you this, Jasmine.
Jasmine's asking we want
I'm gonna
another
tell you
one.
this,
Yes,
Jasmine.
yes.
This jar is not leaving you.
I'm so
We're taking
thrilled.
this jar home.
I'll bring
with
you
us,
another jar. You
will bring us another jar?
Yes, you're my friends.
Oh my goodness, this is great. Okay, Jasmine, what are you looking forward to at the fair this year?
Okay, so I was already at the fair on a Sunday night with FFA, and I was so upset that I did not get the buffalo cheese curd tacos. They had sold out. I was like, oh my God, how did you sell out? So,
You're going.
I mean, I'm not going to eat it at 10.
Why not? The fair's been open for. Don't worry about it.
I feel like I got to wait at least till 11 to get something savory.
No.
Just
You
start
make the
it.
rules
Just
here.
go.
Thank you, Joseph.
You make the rules. Just go straight into
especially
it.
since they sold out on Sunday night, right? Yeah. I got to go.
You
gotta
have to
go.
make sure you get it.
So that's my number one excitement. I also have the paella, so depending on how long I'm out here today, that paella, so good. A little crunch, and then I was afraid to try it with the sauce. Really, really good. If you haven't had the paella, I know you like food. You need to
We love food. we're into food.
This
here.
is the food club right here.
Pauline, I know you love food
This
too.
is the food club. We're the food club. You should be out here this morning.
I know. So, what have you had that you like?
What have I had? Everything and everything.